All right, hello, and welcome to the happy little studio. I want to bring to you today one of my favorite core Tabatas. This is a push-up and mountain climber Tabata. I know you're probably thinking, but you said core. This is definitely going to work your core. Before we head into the working part of it, let's talk about push-ups and mountain climbers a little bit. Okay, push-ups. We're going to go through the whole thing. If you are solid with your push-ups, this is a good chance just to kind of check in with your own form to make sure you've got it down. All right, hands are about shoulder width apart, elbows, wrists, and shoulders in a line, and they're underneath your chest. So if you lower down, your chest is gonna be framed by your hands. Maybe step our feet back into the top of the plank. I will discuss modifications as we at the end of this part. Right, so we're gonna keep our focus straight down to the floor. We're not looking up. We're not looking through our feet. Okay, head straight. We're going to shift those shoulders slightly forward. As we lower down, those elbows go to the back of the room and press. The biggest thing that I see people doing correctly push-ups, they let those elbows flare out. That is not a natural way for your wrists to move. So let those elbows go to the back behind you. Okay. All right. Modifications. So you can go on your knees, right, for the whole thing. On your knees, toes down or toes up. Okay, keeping that straight line in the body, keeping that same form as if you were on your toes. Okay, and another modification, which is a step up from this, and I really want you, if you're really striving to get a full push-up, I would like for you to try this modification. Okay, so you are in the top of that plank. You're going to lower all the way down to the floor like a push-up. Press up on the knees. Up, drop down, and up. Okay, now as we go through this interval, I highly encourage you to try modifications before stopping. Okay, mountain climbers. Same setup as push-ups. Okay, in that plank where our hands are, where our chest is. Okay, and we're going to be bringing those knees underneath our chest. So we're going to be running it, or you can step in. Okay, the biggest mistake I see with mountain climbers is those hips bouncing up and down. Okay, a lot of this. Okay, that's firing up those quads a lot. When we keep those hips down level like a plank, the work is really coming from our core. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, the fun part about this Tabata is during our 10 seconds, we're going to do a plank. And our 20 is when we're going to work, and we'll alternate between the two exercises. You can do a high plank, you can do a forearm plank, you can do side planks. Totally up to you. Okay, you can take child's pose, down dog at any time, and then hop right back in. Okay, all right, 4 total working minutes. Let's start at the top of that plank. Here we go. Got 10 seconds here. Head into those sections. This is a great core exercise. I'll work out all by itself. Great finisher. This doesn't have to be speedy. Okay, pace yourself. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you press it up. Hold that plank again. We got mountain climbers coming up after this. Hold that core tight. Take those mountain climbers. And you keep those hips from bouncing too much. Hold your plank. There you go. Keep going with me. You got it. So Tabata is 10 seconds interval with a 20-second. Paired for 8 rounds. A half would be 4. Here we go. Keep it going, keep it going. This is a tough one to do from start to finish. But, whew, take your plank. Hang in there with me. You might be starting to feel the shakes. Here we go, mountain climbers. It's okay. Focus on your core. Focus on that work in the core. Yes, I know those arms are on fire. You're doing this as a finisher. It's going to be even harder. All right, take a rest. Hold your plank. Hold your plank if you want to. You can take it to forearm. You can take it to a side plank. Here we go, push-ups. You got this. Hold your plank. All right, I think we got one more round. All right, here we go. Jog it out. Oh, you got it. Keep those climbers going. Hold that push up. Or, sorry, hold the plank. Sorry. Now you're push-upping. Do. Know what's coming out? It's a lot. All right, you got to keep them. This is it. Final round. Keep it going. Now hold that plank. Hold that plank. Ready to run it out with those climbers. Here goes. This is it. This is where you finish. Come on, you got 10 seconds to go. We'll stretch it out. There's our time. Well done. You might be a big sweaty mess. Come on down to the floor on that stomach. We're going to put our hands next to our chest. Press up. You don't have to press all the way. Press to a point that feels good for you. Feel that stretch in the core. Lower back down. Inhale up. Again. Good. Lower down. We got one more. Shift your hips back into that child's pose. Then take that right arm, thread it underneath that left armpit, palm up. Get your cheek on the ground. Switch. So take that arm back out in front of you. Take that left hand, thread it underneath the right armpit. Do the rest here. I'm going to fit to a kneeling position. We're going to take those arms up. You're going to grab that right wrist, pull over to your left side. Release. Opposite. Release. Take that left arm behind the head, pulling that elbow into the midline. Switch. Release that big inhale up overhead. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me on my favorite core Tabata, and I will see you soon with a new one. Bye.
I don't know. They heard my voice.